Mel Wells and welcome to Green Goddess Life. Green because I believe in the power of a more plant-based way of eating for a much happier body and mind. Goddess because this is how I want women to feel about themselves, empowered, sexy and completely beautiful in their own skin.
Hi everyone, welcome to MARU TV with the beautiful, talented and amazing manifester, Mel Wells. Hi, Mel.
Hi, Mary.
It's such an honor and a pleasure to have you on my web show. This has been in the works since January because I met Mel last year. And ever since I heard her story of how at 15 years old, she had the dream of becoming an actress, and no short time later, this had come true. I was very intrigued about what else has transpired in this beautiful woman's life that she can teach us and can inspire us all to dream big. And for what you're going to hear, dream even bigger, right, Mel? Because you're up to so many cool things these days.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the power of manifesting and visualizing. It's just, there is no end to what you can do. There really is no end.
I know. And hopefully you're going to share some of those tips with us today, as well as some of the things that you've been able to create or help influence, right? So that they can happen in your life and in your family's life and everything. So just a little bit of background. Mel and I met in an online course last year, and we've developed a friendship and a business relationship, and we're even up to so many cool things that we're doing now. And can I just say that the technology has been a little bit of a challenge for me and for her as well. So us connecting today it's just magical and it's very exciting. Mel is about to embark in one of her worldwide retreats in a couple of days. She's leaving for Turkey and at the same time getting ready for a big launch that, how long have you been working on this, my dear?
Wow, it feels like forever. No, actually, I only had the vision of this launch and this course around the end of last year. So I put it on like my big goal list for 2015. And as soon as it was like the 1st of January, I was like, this course is happening. Let's make it happen. So it's, yeah, I guess it's been in the pipeline properly since the start of this year. And I've just been putting everything into it. I am so excited about it. I really am so excited. And I'm so excited that you are going to be one of my 10 founding goddesses in the academy, in the membership.
I am, and I'm so happy to say yes, because Mel has really influenced my life this year, and getting me to drink more green juices. Can you share yours?
I mean,
exactly. Yes, I told you, please hold off. And just really feeling more at peace and vibrant and more confident in my body and in everything else that I've been up to. So at such a young age, how old are you now, Mel, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't like
She's in her 20s, and she has a rate of throughput and productivity that I don't have. So I want to start by asking you, my dear, were you always this productive and these driven in your life?
I would have to say yes. When I was really young and growing up, I had this vision that I wanted to be an actress, as you said. And so I was going to all the classes. I was going to all the dance classes. I was doing the ballet, tap, jazz, modern, singing, acting classes, TV classes, meeting agents, auditioning for things. I was doing like all the things. I don't know how my mum ran me around in her car so much. I honestly, I'm so grateful for her. But yeah, I was just one of those kids that was just doing everything all the time and still playing sports, and I still managed to like get really good grades. I don't know how I did it when I was that young. I really don't, because I'm nowhere near as productive as I was then. Well, it doesn't feel like it anyway. But yeah, I guess it all comes from my mum, really, because my mum always really ingrained in me that I can do whatever I want. And, you know, she never pressured me to fit into any kind of box at all. She was very much like, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like, we'll take you to those classes, we'll drive you to that audition, you know, we'll do, you know, whatever it is that's driving my dreams, basically. So yeah, I can remember she took me to horse riding classes, football lessons, ballet lessons, and just kind of saw which one I took to, and then let that really guide the way that I wanted to, the direction that I wanted to go in my life.
Amazing. So it wasn't always rosy colors and perfect, right? I know you had your own struggles, especially when after you became an actress. Can you just tell us a little bit about what you've overcome?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, for me, it was quite bizarre, because I spent all these years growing up thinking, like, I want to be an actress, I want to be an actress, I want to be an actress. When I was 18, I landed a big part in like a UK soap, which is kind of, if I can relate it to any kind of US shows, I would probably say it's a bit like, I would probably say it's a little bit like 90210 meets Home and Away. So it's like a soap, but it's like very glamorous soap, if you like. And so I got this part when I was 18, and I thought, oh my God, this is like, my dream has literally come true. And unfortunately, when I was in this job, I really felt this emptiness inside, and I really felt like, oh my God, like there's this huge, I don't know why I'm so unhappy. I was miserable. I felt like I should be really happy, because I felt like on the outside I had it all, but I was so empty inside, and I really turned to food. I developed a really unhealthy relationship with food, an eating disorder that I was really in denial about for years. And even like when I say those words, it makes me like choke up, because I get so, it was a really dark time in my life. I really battled with my body and my weight. I was constantly going on new diets. And of course, it wasn't really anything to do with my food and my weight. It was really to do with the fact that I was missing something in my life. I felt unfulfilled somehow. So the mission that I'm on now, the purpose that I'm driving now, is all about helping women feel good in their bodies and make friends with their bodies, rather than being at war with them.
Right. And the viewers are going to be able to see that, because we have clips of your gorgeous videos that are going to be in the intro of MARU TV. So they're going to get a glimpse of what you stand for and what you're all about, because it's very easy for people to see you in the cover of magazines and, you know, see everything you're up to and think, well, she had it made, or she has it, you know, she was born to be successful. But we've all gone through our own journey, right? And you're as passionate as you are today because of everything that you've been able to conquer.
Completely. I mean, my mission, like the biggest thing that I am driving for, is for women to overcome the stuff that I overcame. And I think that's when, you know, you've got like, that's when it feels like a real purpose and feel completely in alignment. You know, when I was acting and doing all this kind of magazine stuff, and I was never happy. You know, it looks like you're happy and glossy and whatever, but if you're like the reality is, I was probably like starving myself before that photo shoot, you know, or I was having like massive like binges and meltdowns and crying over my food and my weight and my, like, just hating my body basically, and taking it all out on my body when it wasn't actually my body to blame.
Right. What did you learn about yourself? Like, knowing what you know now, what do you think was awakened in you when you were going through that dark time?
You know, really, I mean, I trained in nutrition because I was pretty much obsessed with food, but in an unhealthy way. So I hoped that training would help me heal that relationship. And it didn't really. It gave me the power to help other women deal with their own nutrition issues. But what I really learned was there's no amount of nutrition information or dieting that can make you love your body and that can make you feel happy. You know, it's really an inside job. So when I started working with clients, I admittedly was still going through some battles myself. So it was really through helping my clients heal that I managed to heal myself. And also, like a major one for me was I've always wanted to be a mum, always. And so when me and my husband started having talks about, like serious talks about having a family, I realized that, like, wow, like I have been basically abusing my body for years. How do I even know that I can conceive? And that was a real wake-up call for me. That was a real, like, oh my God, I need to snap out of this and really start respecting my body and nourishing her properly, and try and create a really healthy environment for a baby to grow in. And we're not expecting, we're not having a baby right now, but it's, you know, it's in the pipeline, and it's helped me really heal myself. It was all like an accumulation of everything at once. Like, it was the baby thing, it was my clients, and it was also like, before I trained in nutrition, the whole reason that I decided to train was I lost my dad really suddenly to cancer, and that was another like huge like wake up call. Like, we can actually heal ourselves, we can actually prevent disease via our food choices and lifestyle choices, and that was never really something that I had connected together. You know, all I really was interested in was losing weight.
Right. So thank you so much for sharing that. I know it's super vulnerable, and it's, you know, it's a lot, but it also speaks to how strong of a core you've developed and how equipped you are to really help women like myself, who seemingly have a lot of things together, but we still have all these other layers and aspects of us that we still can improve. And you've really, really helped me with that. And for everyone watching, like, you have to check out the Greek Goddess Academy or working with Mel one-on-one, because she's incredible. And Mel, you're really all about moving yourself forward with a vision. So you've helped me with that. What about you, my dear? What is your vision, and what are some things you can share with us about moving that vision forward and how to make it happen faster?
Yeah, that's the good one. Yeah, there's always a vision. There's always a vision. I think, you know, a tool that I use in my coaching with my clients is, what is your vision? Like, what are you working towards? You know, when you are going on a diet, your kind of vision is like this slim body that you imagine. But I encourage my clients to get rid of that vision and turn it into, like, how do you want to feel in your body? Like, how do you actually want to feel in this new vibrant body that you're creating? And your vision has got to be stronger than the fears and the doubts that come up along the way, because they're the things that are going to drag you back into your past, into your comfort zone, into all your excuses. You know, it's all about that vision, baby. For me, like, my vision now is just so all encompassed by this mission of getting women to quit dieting and quit hating their bodies, and it's like completely turn their relationship with food around and embrace these gorgeous, abundant lifestyles where they just are so in love with who they are and their body. So that is my mission, that is my vision. So anything that I can do to move that vision forward and bring it into my reality is exactly what I'm doing now. So this course is all because of that vision, because it reaches more women, it reaches women worldwide, you know, rather than just me doing the one-to-one work, which is only reaching like 10, 20 women at once. Right. Again, like, I'm writing a book. The whole reason that I'm writing a book is because of this vision, of this mission. Like, a book reaches everyone. So it's just part of the same vision.
Yes. And speaking of the book, just before we got on the call, you got some amazing news by a publisher that, you know, something you've been dreaming about for a long time. Tell us some of the steps, just for us, people that are not as familiar with the processes that you use for visualization and manifestation. When you set your mind to something, you did something really spectacular in January. I remember what you posted on Facebook, and the steps and the forces that were moved and were aligned for you to be where you are today, with a possible book deal down the pipeline, with the dream publisher that you desire, which everyone knows what publisher it is. I just can't say it. What did you do? What have you done? Teach us. Come on, because you're an amazing manifestor.
Okay. I mean, this is not stuff that I make up. You know, people, everyone, like other people that inspire me do this. But yeah, I basically wrote. Accountability is a big thing for me. So accountability is a big thing. If I have a big dream, I am writing it everywhere. I am putting pictures of it everywhere. I am like plastering it all over my Facebook. I'm like telling everyone, this is what I want to do. This is the next dream. This is what I'm working towards. And then, you know, a big thing for me is writing stuff down. Like I write everything down. I'm always making lists, because I think when you put pen to paper, you are literally writing things into existence. You know, you're writing your dreams into reality. So for me, like with this book deal, like again, like for the start of the year, my two big goals for this year were launch the academy, get a book deal. So January came and I was like, boom, this is what I'm doing. I'm getting a book deal and I'm launching the academy. How can I move this forward? So what I try and do is every single day, do something little to move closer towards the vision. Like even if it's something really little, like uploading a few testimonials to the website, or, you know, connecting with women, or, you know, applying, I don't know, whatever it might be, even if it's something really tiny and you feel like you've not got loads done today, it's just a little step further and closer towards that vision. As you said with the book deal, what I did on Facebook was I wrote an email from my dream publisher to me. Like I'm trying to explain this. I wrote it to myself, basically. Yeah. I didn't send it to them. I didn't do it. Like I didn't contact them, but I just wrote it to myself, posted it on Facebook, and was like, boom, this is happening. This is what I'm manifesting right now. This is my dream. And literally, instantly, I had a message in my inbox from a Facebook friend of mine saying, oh, you want to get published by this person? Oh, that's so strange. I have a contact there. And I was like, no, you do not. She was like, yeah. And then I went to an event in London, and one of the girls that I met at the event, I told her my vision and said, this is what I want. I want a book deal with this publisher. And she said, oh my God, my friend works there. And I was like, stop. And then the third thing happens. They always say like things happen in three. So there was those two contacts that suddenly came to me. And then another thing was I was on Instagram. I spent a lot of time on Instagram. And there was this guy that was constantly liking all my photos. And I was like, who is this? Who is this man? Went on his profile and he works at that publishing house. I was like, this is crazy. So I decided, you know, I'm going to stop just dreaming about it. I'm going to send an email. And I really just threw everything at it. You know, I sent the email. I got a book proposal together in a matter of probably about 2 or 3 weeks, you know, following all their guidelines. I really threw everything at it. And then I was listening to all their audios, all their, you know, speakers. I went to all the events. I guess I just already saw it so clearly in my vision that there was no question for me.
Right.
It was just like, this is happening. This is going to happen. And
right.
I'm just here to make that happen. So yeah, I guess
it makes perfect sense, and it's very inspiring. And I do want to ask you, there was a point a month or two ago where, you know, you started being hesitant, something happened, something apparently looked like they were kind of falling through the cracks. So just speak to the audience as well, to the viewers, when things like the plan seems to be changing. Do you change your goal? Do you change your dream?
Yeah, that's interesting. You
like,
know,
how do you stay on track even when things seem to start, you know, falling apart?
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting because a lot of it is to do with like visualizing, but also letting go of the outcome. And I have really struggled with that, because when I get so fixated on a vision, I'm like, boom, this is what I'm driving towards. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And if you suddenly get like a no, it's not happening, then do you either go, one day it will, or do you just trust that everything happens for a reason? And that's exactly what I trust. I trust that everything that has happened in my life has been moving me forward to exactly this moment. Even like the darkest times, my problems with my eating and I even struggle talking about it. Those problems that I had, like my dad suddenly dying, like the darkest times that I've been through they've delivered a message and a lesson to me that I'm now still learning from. And it's always driving you towards where you're meant to be. So it's just that innate trust that the universe has your back all the time. So even if you think that you are being directed towards something that's not what your ego wants, it's usually what is right for you in that moment anyway.
Right.
So I think it's just a practice. It's just a practice of trust, really.
Right.
But trust in the universe doesn't mean stopping taking action.
Yes.
Always take action.
Absolutely. And you're such a role model for that. And I think one of the things that I admire the most about you and that I want to share with everyone just as we start wrapping up is that Mel is one of the most congruent entrepreneurs I have ever met, and women as well. I mean, she is as beautiful on the outside as she is on the inside. She's a go-getter, but she has a heart of gold, and she truly, truly cares about her mission, and she lives it. There's no fakeness about you, Mel, and I love you for that. And that's why I wanted to feature you on my show, because as you're getting ready for all these bigger milestones that you're accomplishing and checking off in your life, I don't want you to forget about us. And so I know you won't, but I just wanted to capture this moments, because I know without it, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you're going to be like the next best Chris Carr. For those of you that don't know, Chris Carr is a very big icon in the health and wellness industry around the world. So I totally see you as that. And is there anything else you'd like to share with people before we wrap it up?
I mean, that is a ridiculously massive compliment. So thank you.
Mark my words. Let me write them pen to paper. Bring them into existence.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, it is, like you said, it is just me. It is just everything about who I am, because I am trying my best to be the coach to women, the coach that I needed when I was in their position. So I think, I don't have anything else. This is me. This is just who I am. And I just hope that I can reach more and more women with my message and help them heal their own relationships with their body, relationships with food, and get them into an amazing place, because, it all starts with your relationship to food and your relationship with yourself. If you know as well as I do, Maru, that if you heal how you feel about yourself and you heal your relationship with yourself and how great you feel in your body, it does change everything. It has the power to attract amazing things into your life. And I think, again, like that's something that we've not even touched on, but I think you are so much better at manifesting things when you're vibrating at a higher frequency. And that is all to do with the food that you put inside your body. If you're eating low vibration food, if you're living on processed junk, your energy isn't vibrating as good as it should be. You can't manifest and attract the great things into your life unless you're really taking care of this.
Absolutely. Yeah, you said so much about that. And I will tell you, people, that my best month in business ever was the month that I juiced with Mel. We did a juice cleanse together, and we implemented some really amazing changes to our diet and lifestyle in our household. And hey, I need to replicate that times 12 so that throughout the year and forever and forevermore, I am living under those principles that have worked so beautifully already for me. So my dear, thank you so much for your valuable time. Have a precious, amazing time in Turkey with that retreat. And I can't wait to join you somewhere around the world in one of your retreats or in one of ours, who knows. I really wish you all the best, and may you touch thousands of people's lives with the Green Goddess Academy.
Oh, thank you so much, Mary. I can't wait to see you inside.
I know. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you. I hope I didn't waffle too much.
This was perfect. No, you're amazing. You're amazing. And that book deal's in the pipeline. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.